So my question is, do you believe that there is a moral difference between Hamas going into, for example, Kfar Aza and murdering entire families, and Israel attempting to target terrorists?
It's clearly unjust what the IDF has been doing to the Palestinians, because there's a vast disparity between the number of Palestinians being killed and the number of Israelis.
I mean, I would certainly hope that Israel is killing more Hamas.
This isn't a conflict. This isn't a conflict. This is one-sided ethnic cleansing.
So, again, I'm just asking you, if based on the numbers, more Germans died than Brits in World War II, did that mean that the British were wrong in World War II? Because they did. Many more Germans died than Brits. Based on the numbers, does that mean that Britain was wrong in World War II?
Britain wasn't bombing civilians. There's a clear difference.
You should talk to the people in Dresden, but you can't because they're dead.
There's a clear difference. Well, I agree that war is horrible, but this is not a just war. What Israel is doing is not a just war. There is a difference between fighting the Nazis.
So it is not a just war.
Fighting the Nazis.
It is not a just war when you fight a war against people who murder 1,500 of your civilians and take 233 of them, at last count, captive into tunnels. It is not a just war to obliterate them. Please.
كل الأراضي الفلسطينية يعني زوال إسرائيل؟
وجود إسرائيل غير منطقي. وجود إسرائيل هو اللي يخلق كل هذه الآلام والعذابات والدموع والدماء. هي إسرائيل مش إحنا ضحية الاحتلال متلخص هنا. لذلك ما حدا يلومنا، إحنا شو اللي بنعمل؟ في 7 أكتوبر، في 10 أكتوبر، في مليون أكتوبر، إحنا اللي بنعمل مبرر. It is justified. مبرر.
If Israel put down its guns tomorrow, there would be a second Holocaust. If the Palestinians put down their guns tomorrow, there would be a Palestinian state. That is the reality. And let me ask you this.
There would not be a Palestinian settlement.
I'm going to ask. The city of Nablus, which is an Israeli city, but it's administered by the Palestinians, and where Israelis are not allowed to go. It's administered by the Palestinian Authority, and you can see this sign here because it is dangerous to your lives. Now, Arabs can pass through this gate and come through to Israeli-controlled areas without any problems. And in fact, tens of thousands of them do that every day.
And there's no place in all of Israel that says no Arabs allowed. This just doesn't exist. As an Israeli in this area, you would not be able to go to the Arab village next door. Like, it's no Jews allowed. On the other hand, the Jewish settlement behind me, this Jewish settlement, guess who built all those apartment buildings? The Arabs. They hired Arabs to come and build these communities.
With tensions already high, the Palestinian Authority leaders calling for a repeat of October 7th, global calls to support Hamas put people here in danger.
So we've got 500,000 Jewish people living in this Judea and Samaria area, all of which are surrounded by these hostile Arab villages. We can talk about the percentages.
That are worth protecting. There are certain values that are worth protecting. And one of those values is the value of understanding. The value of understanding clear moral differentiation, which obviously has been completely obscured. And I think tonight we've seen some evidence of people obscuring some clear moral differentiation between the targeted burning of babies in their homes in front of their mothers by shoving them in an oven, and people attempting to kill terrorists who are themselves putting civilians in harm's way in violation of the rules of war and the Geneva Conventions. And if you're one of the people who's making this sort of moral equivalence, I ask for you to check your own heart. And if you're one of the people who's watching people make this moral equivalence and being convinced by the supposed complexity of the issue, I ask for you to check your brain. Thank you.